I had an interesting question. I was going through all my questions. Like, when you have a question about freelance writing, copywriting, blogging, that kind of like world, feel free to ask them at any time in the comments below or on Instagram, which I'm going to try and, which the link to is below. I'm going to try and upload more because it's much faster for me to make an Instagram story and like put it up instead of like film this, put it on here, edit it, upload, etc. So, follow me on Instagram. Sorry to go for a hard pitch right off the bat, but we're doing it. And I had a question here about how do you find clients after by Jeff. Hi Jeff, thank you. Find clients after your portfolio's built and you've reached out to your social circle. And he asked if it was like cold emailing or like reaching out on LinkedIn, depending on where you are financially and how your life is. The best thing to do is, yes, cold email businesses with an offer to do something for free. I know that like for free is like a very, very controversial topic. Sorry, my brain like went away. On which I'll address in like another video. Actually, like let me write that down. Yes, I highly recommend working for free just to get your foot in the door, especially when you're strategic about it. When it's in a, I call it niche, but some people call it niche, whatever. You really want to get into. So like if I was that's my refrigerator. I need to call maintenance. Anyway, if you're in a, if I was a copywriter and I was starting out and I wanted to write copy for gyms, small gyms, which there's like a million of across the country, like I would email the gyms in my city, especially ones with like larger followings, especially ones that are like solo small. Like I wouldn't go emailing like 24-hour fitness because that's like a whole corporate world that you have to break through in order to like get approval. Like someone who's already a small business owner, who's already overwhelmed, who knows that they need to fix up their like copy, but like they haven't, that's like on the back burner besides like all the other millions of things they have to do as a small business owner. So just say like, hey, don't insult them is like the biggest tip. Like, I get so many pitches from web designers. My website isn't the most beautiful. It's hosted on Squarespace. I will probably hire a designer at some point. Like I said, a back burner of the whole, like I just am always client work. It looks horrible and I get emails all the time that are like, hey, your site looks like the worst. I can fix it. Don't do that because the amount of hours I had to spend dragging and moving widgets around, I know it looks bad, but don't remind me of that. You know what I mean? It's like when people, it's like if you were pitching like personal training services and you were like, hey, you're really fat. I can fix that. Don't do that. So if you're going to pitch somebody work, don't be like, hey, your copy is really bad. Well, like, you're never gonna get business being like your copy looks like is the worst. I would never buy from you. It looks like a third grader wrote it. Like, don't offend them. Just say, hey, like, I made it personal. Oh Lord, do not copy and paste the same pitch to every single business. I did those all the time, and depending on like what kind of mood you catch me in, you'll get a snarky response back if you send me something that's like copy and pasted. You never even looked at my website kind of thing. Nobody likes it. So make your pitch personal. Like actually look at their social media, actually look at their website, read about them. It takes like 5 minutes, guys. Like there's no excuse for having some bland pitch anymore. Everything is on social media. Everyone has an Instagram. Everyone has a Twitter, etc. Especially if they own a business. So look through, make it personal. Hey, I love your workout that you posted the other day. Like, oh, I need to do that, get myself in shit, make it like, oh, I actually looked at your stuff. Hey, by the way, I'm a copywriter. Hey, by the way, I'm looking to get into the copywriting industry. I rewrote the first paragraph of your homepage. Here it is. If you want to use it, that's cool. If you'd like me to write more so I can use it on my portfolio, please just let me know. You know what I mean? Like, do the work up front. This is why all of my pitches almost always work. Not almost always, but like by the time I'm pitching somebody, I've already done so much work that it's like, oh yeah, that made sense. You know, like, oh yeah, okay. Like, well, that's like a whole nother topic for another video, but like, this is the best way to get started. Is just email them, do the front work up front, rewrite a little bit, or at least like tell them like what you would like to rewrite, or like, hey, like you could be getting so many more emails, like email subscribers if you just said, or you changed it to, or you did, you know what I mean? Like so much of building a freelance business is just focusing on the level you're at. Like, don't get too worried about, oh, I need a contract and I need a website and I need like all of these things. Like, if you're at getting client level, then like just get a few, whether they're paid or not. Like, I mean, you can be really strategic with like free work and leverage it into like all kinds of paid work, or at least enough to get your foot in the door, get networking, get meeting people, get, if you want to learn how to network, the book Never Eat Alone. I don't know who it's by, I can't remember, but just rent the book. Just Google that name, Never Eat Alone, and the book will pop up on Amazon. I know cold emailing is so awkward, but like literally when I was a youngin', and still today, sometimes when I like send a really big pitch and I'm like so nervous, like I hit the send button and then I like go to the gym to work out, or like I go for a walk around my block and like walk my dog. Like, don't think that like somehow it always gets easy. Like, it doesn't always get easy, but you have to do it if that's what you really, 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 really want / need to pay your bills. After you've built your portfolio and you've expanded your own circle of people that you know, now you gotta start branching out. Cold email, or social media. Like, I think social media is a really good thing. I know some people like it, some people don't, but read all of Gary Vaynerchuk's books on social media and then dive in if that's the route you want to take. Don't just be salesy. You gotta be personal, but it takes so much longer than cold pitching sometimes. And it's not really cold pitching, like you're pitching something for free or like at a really reduced rate. I mean, you could say like, I'm getting started, I would like to offer you this really insane rate, $20 for like your homepage. I mean, that's like really underselling yourself, but like if you really need to get paid to justify your work, I get that. But if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Also follow me on Instagram. I'm going to start pitching that harder and harder because I'm going to force myself to update it once in a while. By once in a while, I mean try every day. Anyway, bye guys.